Hey, beautiful souls. It's Uma from the Lotus and the Light. As we begin to close out 2025, I wanted to offer you something gentle, grounding, and soulful, a chance to pause, reflect, and honor the growth you have experienced this year. This isn't a productivity recap. It's not about resolutions or checklists. It's about your soul, what it learned, what it released, and how it's evolving. So I invite you to grab your journal, light a candle, and join me in this sacred moment of reflection. I will be sharing 3 powerful journal prompts that I personally used just earlier tonight in our monthly coffee chat. And I'll also share my own reflections as we go along. When you're ready, let's begin. I got my journal here with me, and I'll be sharing some of my things that I learned along the way. So, our first prompt: what did 2025 teach me about myself? There you go. What did 2025 teach me about myself? So you can pause this video and write it down, and then come back for the other 2 journal prompts. I learned this year that I am flexible and patient because I know my trajectory. I know where I'm going, but I also know that I'm not quite there yet. So this year, I've watched myself just be okay with where I'm at, be content where I'm at, and just watch the unfolding as it happens. And I'll tell you guys something. It has been so freeing to just let go of control and just be in this space of everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. I can see it. I know it. I feel it. And I'm going to be okay. So I wanted to share that because sometimes if people are listening, they're like, oh, that makes sense. I have also experienced patience this year, or surrender, right? Those are good words to use. But also put in your own words as well. Now, your second prompt, remember, you can always pause this video to reflect on that question and write it down. Your second prompt is going to be, what did you release that no longer serves you? What did you release that no longer serves you? You know, for me, being in the social media eye so much, it can get like a little daunting on your self-esteem, even though I've always been a woman who's had high self-esteem and who thinks the best about herself to the point where, you know, people are like, oh, that's ego. Being so much on social media and getting trolled on a lot because I've clearly gained weight from when people have met me or known me. It got a little confusing, you know, and to the point where I would obsess for hours at a time over making the videos that I make for you guys on social media. And I wouldn't even want to post it because I'm like, oh, look at that angle. You can see my double chin. Or, oh, that hair was out of place, or, they're going to dock me because my one earring was off. And that's really like how I was thinking for a long while, because I would get those comments on social media under these videos. People would post the most nastiest things. And then one day I was meditating, and Spirit spoke to me so clearly and said, you know, people judging you off of your physical appearance, strangers that don't know you, that is more a reflection of them than it is a reflection of you. Because there's many people that look at you and think, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're amazing, you're 40. I don't believe it. You look like you're 27. So why don't I pay attention to those people? Why do I pay attention to the people that are miserable, or they don't have a lot of good going on in their life, right? For them to want to tear somebody else down, especially a stranger. So ever since I had that realization months ago, I stopped caring. And it allowed me to release perfection, the need to get it right, and to just kind of like laugh at stuff. I used to get so worked up if I'm in the house and my kids or my partner come in, because you guys would hear the door, beeping when they come in. And I would get so mad, like, oh, I'm recording. They're going to hear that. And now I'm like, who cares? You guys live in houses. You guys have doors that beep when somebody comes in, right? If that's what it takes to throw you out of a meditation I've so carefully crafted for you, that's not a me problem. That's a you gotta tune in more problem, right? So in 2025, I let go of my need of perfection, the need to get it right, and just transition to just get it done, Uma. Just get it done. You know, that's all that is needed. I hope some of you do come back after watching this video and you put in the comments as you answer these journal prompts what your answers are, because I'm curious to hear what people came up with. All right, finally, my last journal prompt for this evening. And I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to hit the like button and drop me some comments, right? The last question, journal prompt for you. What are you most proud of? We're at the end of 2025. As you sit and journal and meditate and think about things, what are you most proud of? I will tell you, I am so super proud of me and my little family. We have all struggled, as I'm sure a lot of you have. We have all struggled. And to see every single one of us thriving is like, thank you, God. Thank you. Because my kids, they're both in college, they both have cars, they both have jobs, and they're just thriving, right? That's the best thing for a parent, to see their kids thriving. And I'm thriving, right? Like my center is doing well. My streaming career is doing well. I have so much blessings. The love relationship I'm in is just so perfectly right for me. My partner is doing well. In fact, we had a little Thanksgiving where we decided not to spend it with family this year. We usually spend it with either his family or my family. And this year, we just decided we wanted to spend it by ourselves, just me and him. And we opened a bottle of champagne and we did a little cheers. And I said to him, I said, what are you grateful for? And he looked at me and he said, I'm grateful to be here in this safe space. I'm comfortable. And to some people, that might seem strange. Like, what? But he came from the streets of Brooklyn, right? Like a war zone out there sometimes, urban warfare, to where he can sleep at night, he can laugh during the day, his belly is full. It's just, he's so thankful to be in this great place. And I couldn't mirror it better. I'm grateful to be happy and joyful and peaceful and not stressed or being used or taken advantage of or manipulated. Because I had to go through a lot of that. I had to lose a lot of people along the way that I realized weren't really in my life for all the right reasons. So I am most proud of my kids, my partner, myself getting to this place of peace. We went through a lot, and to see us all thriving is truly phenomenal. So I wanted to share those with you guys. I hope that it gives you a minute to just stop and think about things, think about this year. These 3 questions, they're simple, but they are sacred. So if you can take some time today or even throughout the next few weeks, return to them, write about them, think about them. And if you're doing this in a journal, add a little ritual, light a candle, play some soft music, maybe even pull a card before you begin. Make it a ceremony to honor your becoming. If this video resonated with you, I'd love for you to share in the comments, what did 2025 teach your soul? I read every one, and I love hearing your insights. And I want to give you an invitation. If you're craving more spiritual conversations like this, come join me inside the Lotus Circle. It is my monthly community for heart-centered women walking the soul path. We have beautiful online gatherings every week to help you align, reflect, and rise. I have the link below. You can sign up through that link. Until next time, may you give yourself grace for the year you've lived and hope for the year to come. You are powerful, you are healing, and you are rising. I love you all, and I hope to see you soon, whether online or in person at Lotus. Bye for now.